Good morning, students. In the last lecture we have seen about the force analysis of the spur gear. So today we are going to solve one problem regarding force analysis of spur gear tooth. So here we are taking one problem of planetary gear train in which sun gear A rotates in clockwise direction and transmits 5 kilowatt power at 1440 rpm, and this ring C is fixed, and there is one gear B which is rotated by gear A, and there is one arm D. So now we are given with the number of tooth on A is 30, number of tooth on B is 60, and which is for this fixed ring gear 150, and module for these gears are M equals to 4 mm, and pressure angle is given is 20 degree. So now we need to draw the free body diagrams for all the components and find out torque transmitted by arm D to its shaft, right? So first of all we are going to draw the free body diagram for all the components. Now so we are taking this gear A, and which is rotating in clockwise direction. So just try to understand, if this gear rotates in clockwise direction, so it will exert a force on B in the direction of rotation of gear A. So suppose this is point A1 and this is point 2. So this gear A will exert a force on gear B in the line of action, or you can say in the direction of pressure line. So according to Newton's third law, action reaction rule, there would be one reactive force on gear A just opposite to this, or you can say in this direction. This is the normal force, and you can designate this force by Fn. So this Fn can be resolved into two components. One is tangential component Ft, and this angle is phi pressure angle, and one radial component Fr. And similarly, reaction of this Ft and Fr, or you can say this Fn, can be resolved into two components like this. This is Ft and this is Fr. So here Ft is cos component of this Fn, or you can say Fn cos phi, and Fr is Fn sin phi. Similarly, this angle is phi, so this Ft is Fn cos phi, and this Fr is Fn sin phi. Now we are going to discuss about this point. This is suppose point number 3. So this gear B is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, so, and it's engaging with fixed ring gear at this point. So here we can understand that this gear B will exert a force on C in this direction, or if we are talking about the tangential force, then that would be in this direction Ft. And according to action reaction rule, there would be one force on point 3 that would be just opposite to this Ft at this point, right? Suppose this is point number 4. Similarly, there would be one more radial component of force that would be in this direction Fr, and similarly at this point there would be a Fr. Now just concentrate on the gear B. So on the gear B, there is one force Ft in this direction, there is one force at point number 3 Ft in this direction, and at point number 2 there would be upward force Fr, and point number 3 there would be a radial force Fr in downward direction. So now according to force equilibrium rule, at the center of this gear B, at this point, the force would be 2T times Ft plus this Ft in the leftward direction, or you can say there would be one force 2Ft in this direction, opposite to this, the Ft plus Ft, there would be one force 2Ft in this direction, right? So now we are considering this arm D. So this arm is connected at this point, so you can say there would be one reaction force because of this 2Ft, there would be one 2Ft force in this direction, this 2Ft in rightward direction. Okay, so now our task is to find out the torque transmitted by arm D to its shaft. To its shaft means the shaft which is on which it's connected at this point. Suppose this is O point. Okay, so because of this 2Ft, if we want to calculate the torque at this point O, then that would be 2Ft multiplied by length of this arm D. So you can say torque transmitted at point O, or you can say TO would be 2Ft multiplied by LD Newton mm, right? So now our task is to find out Ft and length of this arm D. So now we can write the given data. So given data are power transmitted is 5 kilowatt and N equals to 440 RPM, ZTA 30, TB 60 and TC 150, module M equals to 4 mm and pressure angle phi equals to 20 degree. So now we are going to determine these forces. First of all, from the definition of module equals to pitch circle diameter divided by number of teeth. Pitch circle divided by diameter of pitch circle divided by number of teeth. So the diameter of this gear A, DA, would be M times multiplied by TA, which is 4 multiplied by 30, 120 mm, and diameter of gear B, M multiplied by TB, which is 4 multiplied by 60, 240 mm, and diameter of gear fixed ring gear C is M, TC 4 multiplied by 150 is equal to 600 mm. Now the length of arm D, length of arm D can be given by, now see from this figure, the length of arm D from this point to this point, we can say this is the sum of radius of gear A plus sum of radius of gear B, or you can say this is the diameter of gear A plus diameter of gear B divided by 2. So you can say DA plus DB divided by 2. So DA is 120 mm plus DB is 240 mm divided by 2. So this becomes 180 mm. 180 mm. So next, the tangential component of gear tooth force on sun gear A. So now we are going to find out the tangential component of force on gear A. This force Ft we want to calculate. So you can say tangential component of force at sun gear A. So here we know that gear A is transmitting 5 kilowatt power. So by using this power we can calculate the torque transmitted by gear A, right? So you can say torque transmitted by gear A can be written as power and torque relationship. From power and torque relationship we can write M T at gear A is M, or you can say power equals to 2 pi n mt divided by 60 formula. So mt at A is 60 10 raised to power 6 into 5 kilowatt divided by 2 pi n is given as 440 rpm. So this is 440 rpm. So if we want to calculate this will turn out as 33157.28 Newton mm. So torque at gear A is this much. Now just understand, this Ft, this force Ft multiplied by radius of gear A is equal to torque at gear A. This Ft multiplied by radius of gear A. So you can say M T at A is equal to Ft multiplied by dA by 2, right? So Ft can be written as 2 mt A divided by dA. dA is pitch circle diameter of gear A. So if we'll put the values, 233,157.28 divided by 120 mm, so this would be 552.62 Newton. Okay, so now Ft is known to us, right? So our ultimate goal is to find out the torque transmitted by arm D on its shaft. So torque at this point O is given by 2Ft multiplied by length of this arm D. So now at this point of time we know both of the values, value of Ft and magnitude of LD, right? So now we can substitute the value of LD, this is LD 180 mm, and the value of Ft is 552.62 Newton. So to find out torque at point O is equal to 2 Ft into LD. So 2 multiplied by Ft is 552.62 Newton and LD is given as, not given, we have find out 180 mm, right? So when we calculate this, so it will be equal to 198,943 Newton mm. So torque is given as 198.94 Newton meter. So this is our answer. So in this numerical, we wanted to find out torque transmitted by this arm at its shaft, and first task was to draw the free body diagram of these all components of this gear train. So I hope you understand this. So thank you.